Good morning, my name is Paul Allen. I'm a pastor of Hope Church and involved with Hope College, and I'm talking with Christian Cart, who is the chaplain of Bond University, and he's also a pastor. Christian, how do you provide pastoral care, Christian pastoral care, in a secular environment on the university campus?
Well, I guess a lot of people, even though one of my roles is pastoral care, they're like, what is pastoral care? Probably a better word in that context is just non-academic student support. So obviously, students have an academic side where they need support for their assignments and their exams and their tests. But then there's the non-academic stuff, which makes them, human. So that's my part. I just support them there. I don't blatantly go out and say I'm going to care for you in a Christian pastoral manner. It's just basically listening to them, talking to them, understanding, hear where they're coming from. Making recommendations, obviously not giving advice because people don't want to be heard or what they're to be told to.
What about the leading of the Holy Spirit? If you sense that God is working in a person, but what would you do there?
I mean, usually as I'm walking around campus, I usually pray, God, just open some doors, guide me, show me something I need to be aware of. There's been a few cases where I had an opportunity to pray for someone. And as I'm praying, the Holy Spirit prompts me to pray a certain way. This one guy, for example, I just sensed there was a real abuse happening in his family. Like his mother was being abused verbally and psychologically. And I didn't use those words, but I was just praying, saying, God, I just pray that you would give his mother strength and so on. As I was doing, he started sobbing. And this is a big, muscular guy, And he looks at me, he's like, how did you know? Who told you? I said, no one did. I just prayed as I felt God led me. And that has opened opportunity to share how God speaks and God is real.
So that's part of the pastoral care. Is there anything else that you do in pastoral care with regard to students? Building relationship, talking with them, praying with them?
Well, praying for them, catching up with them, hearing them out, making any recommendations. If they are Christian or they're open to Christianity, I highly encourage them to be planted in a local church. If they have no local church, I say, look, there's Hope Church up the road. You can check them out. I try to figure out what their cultural makeup is. If they're more traditional, I realize that they won't do well in the contemporary church. But if they're more contemporary, I steer them towards that. And then I follow up and say, how's it going? Or I might ring up church and say, hey, has such and such made contact with you guys?
Okay, so that's good. Christian, thank you for your time today. And that's Module 5, Pastoral Care, in our Chaplaincy training course.